So I've just arrived in the city of London and I'm about to spend 24 hours here with only £50. And that's to pay for my food, my travel around the city and entertainment. So is that enough to see the sights and have a good time in London, or will I run out of money and be stranded here? Let's go explore London and find out. So because I only have a £50 budget, I have to be quite selective with the places I choose to visit and places I go to eat. Otherwise, I can run out of money pretty quick. So the first activity I'm going to do is one of the top 3 attractions in London. Let's go check it out. One of the best ways to get around London is the London Underground, but that's not an option open for me today as it'll eat into my budget and I don't have that money to spare. So walking it is. It's going to take about 20 minutes to walk. Let's get moving. And here it is, the British Museum, one of the most popular attractions in London and home to 2 million years of human history, art and culture. Let's see what makes this place so popular. And I'm in. Entry is free, so no budget spent, and the room I'm in right now is the Great Hall. There's various rooms to explore and I've made it into the Egyptian room. There's quite a lot of people in here. And this must be the Greek section. The Africa section. So that museum is definitely worth visiting. There's loads of cool stuff in there, from the African section to the Egyptian and Greek. Plus there's loads more. You could probably spend hours in there, but for me it's lunchtime. I need to find somewhere pretty cheap because the activity that I've got planned for after lunch is going to take up most of my budget. So I decided to head to a Pret-a-Manger because it was the closest place with a relatively cheap price. I mean, the eating price there was £4.80, but the takeaway price was £3.99, so I went for the takeaway price. It's not bad. Luckily, they were giving away free Pepsis at the train station, so I nabbed one of those, so no need to buy a drink, so I save on that. The Pepsi's a little warm because it's been sat in my bag for the last couple of hours, but I suppose it's better than nothing, and it was free. They also gave me this coupon which it says you can redeem for a free Pepsi Max, so I'm going to try and do it at one of the participating stores, and that should help me out a little later on because it means I don't have to get a drink with my dinner tonight, which saves me a bit of money. Right, so that didn't work. Apparently you can only do it at the big Tesco's, and that was just a small Tesco Express, so no free drink for me. Okay, so I've spent £3.99 on lunch, so by my calculations I have £46 and 1 pence left. Let's go do my next activity. So my next activity is the #1 attraction in London. It's going to cost a bit of money, and because I'm walking, it's about an hour away. Right, I'm about halfway there and I'm knackered. I could have done with that free Pepsi. Let's head on. And I've made it, the Tower of London. It's a historic castle built hundreds of years ago and now home to the crown jewels. Let's get a ticket and head in. And I've made it in. It cost £33.60, so I bought a ticket. Let's go explore. So apparently you're not allowed a camera with a microphone on top. So I had to switch to my phone, which is what I'm using now. But one thing I really want to see is the crown jewels. So let's go see if we can have a look at them. Okay, so this is the wait for the crown jewels. This queue is massive. Should I wait in line for this? Is it worth it? Let's wait in line. So the line is a little bit longer than I expected. It goes all the way down there. How long is that going to take? I'm going to be there forever. I think I might give that a miss for now. I'm going to queue up for the bloody tower instead. That was a little bit anticlimactic. I think I was expecting something a bit more than that, because that's supposed to be the place where people were tortured, but there's not that much evidence of that, just little pictures. Okay, so the queue for the crown jewels has gotten a little smaller. Let's join the end of it. And it's moved pretty quickly and I'm already at the front in about 5 minutes. Let's head in and see the crown jewels. The crown jewels were really amazing to see. There was no cameras or photography allowed inside, so I got no footage, but I think it's definitely worth doing. So that was the Tower of London. Was it worth it? I think it was. There's loads to do and see inside. You could probably spend hours in there exploring. The views looking out are great too, so definitely worth it for me. Okay, so by my calculations, if we take away the £33.60 from the £46.01 that we had from before, we're left with £12.41. I'm feeling pretty tired right now from all the walking, so let's go check into my hotel for tonight. And I've made it, Travelodge. Let's go check in, I'll give you a room tour and I'll tell you how much I paid. Right, all checked in. Got my room key. Let's go find my room. I'm in number 412. Here it is. So this is my room for tonight. Let me give you a room tour and I'll tell you how much I paid for it as well. So we have a nice big double bed with some towels folded very neatly. We've got some snazzy artwork on the wall, a couple of bedside tables. We've got a window and I'll see what the view is like in just a second. We have a chair and table with some tea and coffee making facilities, a fan which is definitely needed on a day like today because it's very hot, got a TV, a mirror and a place for your suitcase. Let's go check out what's in the wardrobe. So you have a hairdryer, an iron, a bag. What's in here? That's an empty bag. We've got some spare pillows, a place to hang your clothes, spare duvet as well, plus another mirror. Onto the bathroom, we have a sink, a toilet and a nice little shower. Let's have a closer look at this. Looks okay. And a big giant mirror as well. Let's go see what the view is like out of the window. I wonder what it is. And it is the building behind. So I paid £105 for this room. It was a prepaid cost, so not included in the £50 budget. Do you think it was worth it or not? Comment down below. Right, I've had a little bit of a rest and it's time for dinner. I've still got £12.41 left of my budget, but it's got to pay for my breakfast tomorrow morning as well, so I can't spend all of it. Let's go see if we can find somewhere not too expensive. So I decided to go to a place called Pizza Union. It looked really good from the outside, loads of people eating, so must be good. The inside was really lively with the music blaring. The prices were not bad too, especially for London, I thought. I went for the cheapest option, the margarita at £5.95 and a bottle of water at £1.90. The bottle I chose was, mistakenly, sparkling water, which went all over me. However, the pizza, that was delicious. Really thin, crispy bottom. You could taste the tomato and cheese flavour on the top, really nice topping, and I was surprised by how good the pizza was for the price as well. They even had herbs and chilli on your table, which was a nice little touch, as you could sprinkle those on your slice of pizza and enjoy an extra flavour, which I happily did. So this place, I would definitely recommend it. And I've made it back to my hotel and I am absolutely shattered. Today was a really long day, a lot of walking. There were a couple of things that I wanted to do but didn't get a chance to do because walking took so long, so I'm going to have to do them tomorrow. So tomorrow will be an even busier day than it already is, so stay tuned for that. My remaining budget for today is £4.56, so I'll have to use that for my breakfast tomorrow morning. Plus I'll let you know what my stay was like here at the Travelodge. I'll see you then. Good morning, it's now day 2. So what was my stay like at the Travelodge? Well, let's start off with some negatives. The TV didn't work, so I couldn't watch any TV. We were next to a railway track, so you could hear some of that throughout the night. And because it's a budget hotel, it wasn't the cleanest and some of the fixtures needed updating. But on the positive side, the bed was really comfy. I had a good sleep in there. And the price was pretty cheap as well. I know £105 is not cheap, but for a capital city, I think you expect to pay that everywhere now. So, a decent stay. Right, I still have £4.56 left of my budget. Let's go get some breakfast. So I decided to go to a place called Long Shop. It was pretty close to my hotel and decent prices too. It's a small little compact cafe, but had some decent looking pastries on sale, which is what I went for. I went for a cup of tea and a pan of chocolate. and it came to £3.70. It was a good sized cup of tea that was really tasty, and the pan of chocolate was huge too, so it definitely filled me up. So I'm now left with 86 pence for the day. Let's go do my first activity. And here it is, Tower Bridge, and I'm walking across it right now. This is one of the most iconic structures in London and mistakenly called London Bridge by many people. The interesting thing is the middle bit lifts up to let ships past. I wonder if there's a gap in the middle where you can see down to the river. Let's have a look. And I've made it to the middle. And there you can see there's a line going right across the middle, and that's the gap where the bridge lifts up from. And you can actually see through to the river down below. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. It is a bit nerve-wracking though, right in the middle when big trucks pass, because it shakes. So that was really cool to see and walk across. Definitely worth checking out. So you can go up the towers and along the top, but that does cost a bit of money, and I don't think my 86 pence budget that I've got left will pay for that. So the next thing I want to do is go see the most iconic structure in London. Let's make our way over there. It's another big walk, about an hour. This is not quite it, but it's on the way there, so let's check it out. So this is the London Eye, one of the tallest observation wheels in the world. It takes about 30 minutes to go all the way around, and you get some amazing views over London. And it stands 135 meters tall. And here it is, Big Ben, probably the most famous clock tower in the world. Big Ben isn't the name of the clock tower, but the nickname of the bell inside. Right, there's one more stop I have to make before the end of my visit. I think I've got enough time. Let's head over there. It's a quick walk in comparison to the ones I've had in the last couple of days, so I should be there in about 15 minutes. Buckingham Palace, home to the British royal family and centre stage for national and royal celebrations. So that is the end of my 24 hours here in London. I've really enjoyed it, I've had a great time. But there is one question left to answer. Where do I go for my next 24 hours? Comment below. If you like the video and want to see more, click on the thumbs up icon below and click on subscribe to come along for the journey next time, and I'll see you there.